Hi guys, welcome to The Morning Rant, the show in which I talk about my life as a TV commercial director and software developer. Here is my dog, Ralph, and I am headed to the office of my wife. I skipped a week in this The Morning Rant show because I was tired, I was ill, I was exhausted. Today I don't want to talk about this content AI. The app will be released as soon as I can, as soon as possible, as soon as the last bug will be eliminated. Today I want to talk about Beatmark Pro. I think one of the most successful app I ever produced. It's quite simple. The concept is quite simple. You drag a music into this app. The app finds the beats. You know, tunes, 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 tunes. It identifies all the tunes and then applies marker to these tunes and then send the result to Final Cut Pro so you can edit in sync with the music. But not only that, you can use these beats to change the duration of the music. So if you have let's say a 3-minute clip and you want a 45-second edit, you can find the best match with this edit and then shorten the music. And the most important thing is that you can drag tons of clips, images and video files, and then do the automatic editing. So if you have a lot of clips that you want to use to produce, let's say a trailer or a corporate video or a summarization of a wedding, a 1-minute summarization, then you can do this basically automatically. The editing is done automatically in sync with the music, and then the result is sent back to Final Cut Pro. So perfect. I have a lot of wedding videographers that use this app and love me so much because it costs only something like 25 euros. It's for free basically. And 2 weeks ago, I had a problem because the app stopped working. I recompiled the app and pushed a new version, and the app stopped working. I don't know why. I received some complaints from my clients, and then I didn't know what happened, and I restored the previous version, and everything was fine. But then I started to investigate why this app hangs in a certain point of the analysis. And I started digging a lot, using a lot of music, trying to understand why the app was hanging. And then after something like a day and a half full of investigation, I found a problem in the fast Fourier transform algorithm. You know, the code wasn't changed in 5 years. I used this code since 2019, and yet there were problems. Why? Why, I asked. Because I tried everything. The problem is that you have a list of numbers, and then I started doing, okay, let's try to do this fast Fourier transform and then the inverse. And when doing the inverse transformation, I had a lot of white noise. I don't know why, something happened in this code. I know in theory what fast Fourier transform is, but I started just copying and pasting code from Stack Overflow. And that code at that point didn't work anymore. Don't know why. And in the end, I don't care. And so I asked ChatGPT, let's try to find a new fast Fourier transform algorithm using the system APIs. And obviously ChatGPT didn't find anything usable. And then I started redigging another time on Stack Overflow, and I found a new code, more efficient, I think. And then I pasted into the app. Meanwhile, I found a little bug in my code, but nothing so special, so I fixed that bug too. And then I rerun the application with the same music another time. This time it was working, but the most important thing, the super most important fucking thing, is that this time the algorithm is better. Yes, that's true. I don't know why, I don't know how, but this time the algorithm is better. And so it's not a revolutionary better, but a little better. And it's a little more precise on the application of the markers. And so the new version that will be released when you will see this video will include this new algorithm, and everyone is happy. Me in the first place, because this algorithm will be the kernel of a brand new app that I'm producing in these days. So when this content AI will be released, I will start working on this new app that will take me something like 3 weeks to produce. It's a pretty small app, but very powerful. And I invented the algorithm for this app the last summer, while I was having a sun bath. My son and my wife were sleeping in the hotel, and I was on the beach alone, thinking and dreaming. And then I dreamed about this new algorithm, and it's gonna be true. So for once, a happy face, even if I have a very tired face. I was very, very, very ill. I'm following a strict therapy to regain control of my life, control of my body, my lungs. But this time I'm happy, and so it's something new in this channel. And that's all for today. If you like this kind of video, please say I liked it, click on the bell, click on the heart, click on the thumbs up, all the stuff that you can do to make this channel always more powerful. I'm not worried if you don't do this because I'm not a YouTuber. I do this to exercise myself. That's all. Thanks for watching me. Not all bugs come to you to harm you, but most of the time they do. That's all for today. As always, I say to you, ciao ne!